Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and we're standing outside the Ocho, which is an 8-plex with 16 garages and 12 storage units we bought a few months ago. We've been slowly working on it, had a few tenants move out. When they moved out, we remodeled some units, we painted the outside, and it's doing much better in a pretty neat property. But we've also had some problems and issues.
Like these tenants parking in the yard. And we posted about it and we just got ripped online, including people posting horrible reviews about Blue Steel Real Estate. We'll show you all that.
We'll show you another unit we're remodeling and what we're doing there. And of course, check out investormore.com for much more information on our flips, rentals, being an agent, all that great stuff. Have lots of books on Amazon. And we do have a free book on investormore.com as well. Kind of goes over how I got started in real estate. So as you can see, the whole place has been painted now. It was kind of yellow before and pretty ugly. Now it's not quite so ugly. Doesn't look bad at all. The garages are all rented. All the apartments are rented except for one where a tenant just moved out a few weeks ago. And so we went through and are making some minor changes there and doing some different things with the kitchen in that one than we've done in other ones as well. So we'll show you what we did there. And then one of the issues that came up is we're in Colorado, northern Colorado, and it has been so dry and so hot this winter. It's been crazy. I think we've gotten like an inch of snow the entire year, which is very rare for Colorado. And we're in Colorado where most places have lawns, but you have to water them. You have to have a sprinkler system or hand water them to keep them green in the summer. And in winter, they go dormant and turn brown or have, a little bit of green to them. Some trash here we need to pick up, obviously. But you can't water them in the winter because it's Colorado and it's freezing temperatures. You have to winterize the sprinkler system, blow it out so your pipes don't freeze and you don't destroy it. So normally everything's fine. You go through winter, spring comes along, it rains, you start watering the grass, it turns green again. Well, when you have super dry conditions and it's pretty hot, the grass doesn't do as well. And sometimes it needs extra water or just more care. Well, the grass has been looking super bad right here. And we're kind of trying to figure out what was going on because it was fairly green before when we bought it. And now there's literally not grass in this spot. And some of the other grass is pretty brown, and that's okay. That'll come back. But this stuff right here, it won't come back. It is pretty dead, almost gone. And the other day we figured out why that was. And that's because one of the tenants, was driving through the yard to unload their groceries into their unit instead of parking right there. And then they also have a garage in back to park, but they decided they needed to be 25, 30 feet closer to unload their groceries. And that is part of the reason why that grass is dying, I'm sure, because right there is where they're parking. And then we talked to our contractor who was here as well, and he said, yeah, I saw him parking there in the yard as well. Told them they can't do it, warned them about it. Sorry, loud truck. And then that was before we saw them parking in the yard as well. So we sent a letter to everybody saying you can't park in the yard, obviously. Thought that was common sense, especially since, you have to drive over a curb to get back into the street. And, make sure their outsides are cleaned up, their trash is cleaned up, all those basic stuff. So we haven't seen them parking in the yard since then, but we're obviously not here all the time either. So the other interesting thing that came about from that is I post all kinds of stuff on YouTube, social media, as many of you know. I posted a video of them on TikTok because I was here when they're parked on the lawn. And obviously it's education and different things. And so many people got mad at me for violating their privacy for filming them parked on the yard. And they actually left us bad reviews on Blue Steel Real Estate, our page, and people have been threatening all kinds of things. So it's pretty crazy. I'll show you some of that. But it just blows my mind how, not only are they wrecking the yard for us, the owners of the property, but the other tenants too, right, who have kids and who might want to play in that yard and enjoy the yard and not have cars parked in it. But we are evil landlords because we don't want people parking in the yard. So it's pretty insane, all the stuff that's been said. And like a jerk, instead of, giving into that stuff, I just post more of it, and we'll post some of that stuff on here. So yeah, we even had someone who works at a roofing company locally posting a horrible review on Blue Steel Real Estate saying they would never do business with us or work with us because we showed our tenants, or maybe not the tenants, car in the yard. And I mean, there were some people going to the apartment. There's one person on the lease, so who knows if it was a tenant or not. We showed. But anyway, I'm a horrible, evil landlord because I did that. And I also was told numerous times grass is evil and nobody should have grass and all kinds of interesting things. So I'm learning a lot this year. It's pretty fun. Anyway, our contractor also mentioned he thought that tenant unit, their garage was being lived in by somebody. So we need to do some inspections here soon, give them notice, make sure that's not happening, because that would obviously be illegal. The city would not allow that, so can't have people living in the garages. All right, so that's the drama for this property. Of course, we always have drama on everything we do, apparently, real estate-wise, but show you this apartment, what it looks like, and we'll check out the laundry machines and see how they're doing too.
So here are some of the crazy comments we had. Just so mad that I videotape people parking on the grass and saying how we need to build driveways and it's too far away and grass is horrible and how evil landlords are. So it was absolutely crazy. And then it kind of gotten taken a step further by some people, one of them being a contractor in the area who posted a review on Blue Steel Real Estate saying how horrible we are, shaming us. His company is never, ever going to use us. If I'm in charge of the company, I don't know if he knew I was the owner or not. And here it is right here, Mr. Justin Anthony, who posted that. And the interesting thing is Justin works for this company. He doesn't own it. It's not his company. I think he just moved here a couple months ago, so I'm not sure how smart it was to post this on behalf of a pretty large company. And then this lady from Canada posting she's going to turn me in, file a lawsuit, do all kinds of stuff. And she got people on the Greeley community page to post about me and talk crap about me. And these people got hammered on that page by people saying, why is it okay to drive on grass? And eventually I think they took it down. But here's our laundry on a happier note. And since the one tenants moved out, there's been a lot less coins. So I think they were one of my main laundry machine users. So we'll see if the new tenants we get in there after we rehab the unit does any better. But we were getting, close to $50 a week. And from this haul, I think we got $36.75 for a little over a week. And you can see, yes, I'm a quarter hoarder. Sorry about that.
So this unit, you can see we're doing more than the other units this time. So we're painting everything the same color, just in case we need to do touch up or paint one room, whatever. Every unit will be the exact same color on the walls. And the other units, you might remember, had the really ugly woodish cabinets, and we didn't paint those. We left those the same. We'll show that or send a link to that video. But on these, we are painting the cabinets. So we'll see how that looks like. And then we're also going to do the countertops and paint those as well and see how that looks too. And the other cabinets were in a little better shape. These had like a mix of 3 different types of doors that were sort of close, but not quite the same. And then we have a white fridge, white dishwasher, black stove. We'll probably I think we have a white stove in our storage unit or storage building. So we'll just bring that in, put that in here as well. But otherwise, minor repairs, minor stuff being done here. And then we'll rent it again. And here you can see, we're going to try and pick up new window. The seal's broken on that, so it would be smart to just replace that. We have new carpet in here. This carpet was old and smelly before, so we just got this carpet, and then minor stuff in here, touching up the vanity. That's getting painted. We have our new little curtains for the closet there. The showers were okay, didn't need much. Did have a soft ceiling up there by the vent fan. So we patched that up, fixed that up. Not sure how that happened, but moisture from the shower maybe, and the vent not working correctly. So we have that, and then this room, same thing. New carpet, gonna get a new window for that. Touching up the bathroom, making it look a little nicer. So, it's an 8-plex, pretty affordable for the area. So we're not going all out and changing and spending tons of money on every unit. Just doing a quick refresh, making it look nicer, more livable, and go from there. So course, we'll have an update on what this looks like when it's all done and comes together, and then talk about getting it rented as well, because of course that's part of this too, not just remodeling it and selling it like we do in our flips, but remodeling it and then finding a tenant, which is actually harder than finding a buyer. So you want to be much more careful with tenants, who you pick, screening them, all of that, because you're keeping the property and keeping the tenant for a while. Whereas when you're selling it, it's like whoever wants to buy it, go right ahead and buy it, and then it's their property from that point on. All right, so that's the place, that's the unit. Laundry did okay. Still, I don't think it's quite as good as it was before that tenant left. I think she's a big part of our laundry, but we're still doing okay. We'll have many more updates on this property, especially after we're done with this remodel, show you what it looks like there. And hopefully the yard comes back and looks great in the spring. Again, we have a sprinkler system here too, so of course driving on the yard is not good for the sprinkler system. Can break heads, mess that up, as well as the grass too. So, all right, thanks for watching. Love the support, love the likes, love the comments. We'll be back with much more coming up here soon.